How we doing, everybody?
Hola.
Welcome back to part 2 of our Marvel Champions Extra Life tabletop weekend gameplay adventure. And adventure is the bottom of it. We had issues at 2 o'clock with no microphone. We came back. We went through
after 2 hours.
After 2 hours, and come back with our live stream. It was working good. Then we phone battery died. We tried to switch out the phone battery. Yeah, so that'd be right back in that previous video. Hopefully you guys realized at some point. I'll probably put something in the comments saying, after that, balls come over here. With that said, we're back up and running. Oh yeah, Comcast decided to disconnect the whole stream. That's why we're on a brand new stream. Comcast said, no mas. And we say, Comcast, we don't care. We want to stream for charity. Let us stream. Mm-hmm. So we are back. We are up to Zola. So we did beat Taskmaster. So as you can see here, of course, Taskmaster went down. Black Widow is saying no mas, and then they find out that Zola is a bad man. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and get through the scenario here. So having defeated Taskmaster, you learn that Hydra has not only captured New York City, but all of the United States. It was the mad scientist Arnim Zola who built a machine to harness the power of the reality gem and tip the balance of power in Hydra's favor. He has created a research station for himself on Ellis Island and turned the historic port into a nightmarish prison for his unfortunate test subjects. Taskmaster was ordered to bring the heroes he captured there for experimentation in this upside-down America. Kind of like Stranger Things, right? You have the upside-down world. The only hope is to be us to save them. That's not the words. It says our only hope is the captives have to escape the horrible fate. It's us, right? So of course we have Zola. He only comes with the under attack set, or you only use the under attack set from the core box along with the standard set. So he's one of the smaller decks, but that means you're going to run into his cards a lot more often. What does it mean? Card is removed from the campaign. If my ally is removed from the campaign at the end of the scenario, what do I do? If your ally is removed from the campaign, the ally is removed from the deck and the rest of the campaign. Okie dokie. This causes your deck to fall below. Oh, so I'm thinking, yeah, Zola has a way we can lose an ally here. All right. So with that, so Steve Rogers, for those of you that might be catching this video and didn't catch the first because you want to see Zola and Red Skull and not the first 3 guys, we are playing this on rookie mode, so we're only going to play Zola up to the first one. That, of course, is due to time constraints to be able to allow us to get through the entire campaign in a setting. We also are switching out who teams up with Steve Rogers. We're doing this as Steve Rogers is going after the Red Skull. He's teaming up with different Avengers that he is bringing along with him on different missions. So I will be switching up the decks. That way we can preview some of the different hero decks that are out there, because there's not enough 1-to-1 ratio to basically say that we're going to keep it the same as the instructions tell us to do. Also, of course, this is not a how-to play video. We will probably make mistakes. Normally, unfortunately, to our detriment, although I did realize something. In the last game, I think we got rid of that Hydra task. We forgot to put a Hydra agent on each one of us. We would have had to defeat 1 more minion. So we wouldn't have lost. I don't think we were anywhere near losing, but we should have had a minion on each one of us that we would have had to taken out. No big deal. We still have fun. We're playing. If you don't like it, leave a comment down below in the previous video, not this one. No, leave a comment in this video too. Leave a comment in both videos. Any video. YouTube likes it. Good, bad, or otherwise. So this time, Steve Rogers is teaming up with Nadia Van Dyne. She is a girl genius, so you can shuffle up to 2 cards with science from your discard pile into your deck. So that allows me to get cards back into my deck. And then she can turn it into Wasp in her small form is 1/1/2, small but mighty. After Wasp plays an event card and I defeat a minion or a side scheme, I can do 1 damage to the villain. And then because she's not in a sleeve, there's a reason. She gets upside down. There we go. No, she gets right side up. She turns into Giant Wasp. So she's 2/2/3. She has a boost ability. Basically, whenever you thwart, you can divide it amongst the schemes. And whenever you attack, same thing, you can divide it amongst the schemes. Or the villains, the enemies, not the schemes. You don't attack the schemes. You attack the baddies. All right. So we do have Zola here. So Zola stage 1, he's a 2/1, so he's not a big attacker. Remember, he's brains over brawn. but he does retaliate for 1 every time we smack him. If you're playing the standard or the expert mode, he basically gains a when revealed. You search the encounter deck and discard for test subject, side scheme, and reveal it. Same thing here. Each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion and reveals it. So he just adds more complexity once you knock out the stage. He brings in more bad guys, more things for you to defeat. So we're going to start with 1A. We probably won't get to 2A. And again, that's a nature of rookie mode. Rookie mode, you get done a little bit quicker, so we probably won't see that. We could have, I guess, in some of these, just not do any thwarting and see if it gets to the second stage. So, of course, search the encounter deck for Hydra Prison and reveal it. Each player searches the encounter deck for a copy of Ultimate Bioservant, puts it engaged with them, shuffle the encounter deck. Okay, so we both need a Bioservant. I don't know why it says each player searches for it. It's like, I know each player, but I mean, I think I can search. Oh, what am I looking for? Also, the Hydra Prison. I'm looking for 2 things: Hydra Prison and the other guys. The whatchamacallits. What's the other thing I'm looking for? Defensive programs. It's one of the bad guys. Okay, Hydra Prison. And the other one is Biomutant, Bioservant, Ultimate Bioservant. Alright, so we're looking for the word ultimate. Ultimate monster. And I probably passed them all back here. Ultimate Bioservant, Ultimate Mandos. Uno y dos. Alright. And then I know when this gets revealed, there is another thing we're going to have to do as well, which is where I was talking about our allies. And we could possibly lose our allies. So let's go ahead and flip this over. So we need to engaged. We're getting engaged. Oh, how nice. You get engaged too. There you go. Both of us get engaged. Oh, nice. I think you are first this time, right? Did you go first last time? And
I don't remember.
that was great. Oh, Bella laid on top of the cord underneath the table. Bellita, why are you laying on the cord? So you guys might see the camera move. The cord goes under the table. The cord's going across her nose. So there we go. Force response on the Isle of Dr. Moreau. I mean, the Isle of Dr. Zola. You get the Isle of Dr. Moreau? It's a book where basically the guy made creatures. Oh. So this is a play on words because he's making creatures. So there we go. Force response, after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 test counter here. Then if there are 3 or more test counters, so again, just like we saw earlier with, what was that? What's his name? Not Absorption. Absorbing Man, yes. Absorbing Man or the Wrecking Crew. We got that extra token, and bad things are going to happen. Basically, the bad thing is when 3 or more are here, discard cards from the top of the encounter until minion is discarded. Put the minion into play, engage with the first player, and then you remove the 3 test counters. So more of his minions are going to come out and block us from attacking him. Hydra Prison. When revealed, each player searches their deck, discard pile, and hand for a hero-specific hero. Oh, when I did the unboxing, I missed the word hero.
So
it's a hero specific. That means it's got to have your icon in the bottom corner. I was thinking if you freed both of the allies, because they're 0, you could just use them, right? But no, it's going to be hero specific. Place X threat on this scheme. X is the total cost of the allies beneath it. Each player shuffles their deck. When defeated, remove this scheme from the game, and then we get our allies back. So let's slide this down un poquito. E2. All right. I can't remember who went first. I went first on Crossbones. You went first on Absorbing. I went first on Taskmaster. So yeah, you go first here. All right. So we have to look for. No, we have to look first. So we have to look for an ally. You want to try to get one with probably the lowest.
So I choose.
It's got to be an ally, yeah. And then in the bottom right-hand corner, it has to have. How am I? Oh, Nadia Van Dyne. Oh, that's right. This is Nadia Van Dyne. This is her daughter. This isn't Janet Van Dyne. So this isn't the one from. I forgot about that. the one from the movies is Janet, but Nadia is her daughter. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, she was in Russia. She grew up in Russia. They tried to actually put her in the Black Widow project, but she was too smart. Oh, I'm getting sidetracked. I need to find an ally. Do I have any?
I don't have a
Oh, here's an ally. So I have Ant-Man. I'm going to see which ones I have.
Do they have your
They have your icon on the bottom corner. There's probably not many. You probably, I think, only have 2 or 3. Do I only have 1 ally in my deck? I might only have 1.
But
oh, that is not good because he is 4. Yeah, it says ally, and then down in the bottom corner.
I don't have any. Oh,
Cap should have tons of allies. That's all he is allies.
See, but I thought.
But they don't have the icon in the corner.
No, yeah, I found. So.
Oh, this sucks. Wow, that is my only one. That is my only
I think
one.
I also have only 1.
It's possible. Maybe some decks are only one ally decks.
Yeah.
Your only ally is what, Falcon?
No, Agent 13.
Oh, you like Agent 13.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, they don't have the...
Well, yeah, it would be a red card too.
No,
Oh, that's good.
not...
Yeah. All right. No, we probably only have 1, and she's what, 3?
3.
All right. So, places it face down beneath. Beneath, and then that was 7. So that's 8 total. Wow, that's going to be a lot to get our allies back. Man, oh man. All right. Luckily, this starts at 0 though, so they're nice enough to make the main scheme start at 0. These guys both have toughness, so we need tough cards. Oh, you punks! This one's going to get extended just because of things like this. So he's tough. Are you tough enough? There you go. Ultimate Bioservant gets +1 attack for each attachment on it. So Zola, his deck is full of attachments. So you want to get rid of these things as quickly as possible, I think. All right, so I have a hand size of 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. And then you still, if you don't get your shield. Spin this card, heal 2 damage. Team up on Ant-Man. Which I unfortunately lost Ant-Man, so I'm going to get rid of that. When your giant form, get 1 torch. That's an upgrade, that's good. Janet's oh, she's a free ally. She has 0 each pin counter on her. Wasp's play. Place 1 pin counter on her to a maximum 3 for each lightning resource. You overpaid. Oh man, I don't have any lightning resources. Each ally you control gets +1. Your response. After you spin this card, heal 2 damage from your hero. Your giant form, draw 1 card from tiny form. Oh, heal if I'm in giant. Draw a card if I'm in tiny form. So I use this as a resource, so I definitely want to keep that. This will keep my upgrade. Keep Wasp.
So,
Does 7 damage. They got what, 4 hit points?
12 support.
I don't know if I want to keep these or not. Keep that one. No, we'll keep this one. 2. Of course, the one I get rid of, they give me another one. Yeah, that's great. All right. All right. So you got your card you want to start with? Oh, did you go get your shield? No.
Oh, thank you.
It's here. Makes it easier.
round I played.
Tap. Well, tap. Well, you. This.
Oh, this goes in my hand.
You're good. Yep. So, but remember, you can exhaust this to get a draw card. Always want to do that because you're in Steve's form. I mean, you're not going to stay as Steve Rogers for long. All right.
What can I do now?
Well, yeah. I mean, play as many as you want.
I'm going to play this away.
Yeah, your shield. And get all your upgrades out. Now, those Quinjets are actually pretty good if you want to get allies out because they gain you ally resources. So what does your helmet do?
When Captain America would be defeated, set his hit point dial to 1 instead.
Oh, so it's an extra life. It's basically like an extra life. Okay. And then you can flip over, heal up. Gotcha.
And I am going to discard. Oh no. Can I do that now?
To do what?
To draw mass after.
No, it's at the end of your turn. So cap. Alright, so you got to attack him twice. So honestly, if you're going to discard so you can get rid of this guy. Because you can attack, gets rid of that, discard. Oh, well, not yet. Attack first.
Attack.
Okay. That gets rid of his tough. Now you can discard to do his action. And then that readies him. And now what do you want to do?
He wants to attack.
You want to attack the Bioservant, or you want to go after Zola? Remember, those guys can start getting stronger the longer they're out.
I think this one. So attack.
Yeah, Bills, so that puts him down to 2. All right. Okay. All right, so shuffle 2 cards. I don't want to do that. I'm actually going to go into tiny form. I am going to do Wasp Sting. Or not doing Wasp Sting yet. Sorry. Lo siento. Response after Wasp plays and defeats an enemy. Okay, I want to do her attack first to get rid of the tough card. And then I'm going to do Wasp Sting. I'm going to use my pin particles. And I'm going to use Wasp. And so basically, hero attack from in tiny form, deal 5 damage to an enemy. So, adios. So, and then because I did that response, after Wasp does defeats a minion or side scheme, deal 1 damage to the villain. So I get an extra damage there. And then, oh yeah, and then on him, 10 particles. Draw 1 card if I'm in tiny form, which I was. Hey, I got another Wasp Sting. So I think should I? Oh, I don't want to get rid of my armor. I don't want my armor. Kind of like this too. Deal 7 damage to the enemy. If you're in tiny form, this attack deals 1 additional damage and gains overkill. Sure. I don't want to lose my upgrade, but yeah, I think I want to do that because that does 7 damage. I'm in tiny form, so it does 1 additional damage. So that's 8 total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15. Zola didn't know what was hitting him because I was in tiny form. He didn't know what was hitting him. That was a joke. I wasn't even trying to make that joke, but I made the joke anyway. All right, so that's end of turn. Discard if you want to discard. If not, we draw back up his hand. 2, 3, 4. Dang it, I'm getting all my energías. All right, so place threat on the main scheme. So it is 1 times the number of players, so that is dos. And then he gets 1 test. So he gets 1 test counter here. So he is now going to attack. He is very weak, so he's going to attack you. Are you going to just take his weak damage?
Yes.
Oh, we forgot to ready our heroes. We might want to do that and our cards, just in case. Because, yeah, remember, he's going to attack you too, although he's kind of weak as well. So, all right, so you're going to go ahead and take the damage. So it is a total of 3 damage. All right, and then he's going to attack me. Same thing, I'm going to take the damage. Star boost, deal 1 damage to each character you control. I only control 1 character. So that is a total of 2 damage to me. I don't know how he's able to get me. I'm so tiny. Like, how'd that guy shoot me? I guess because he's blowing everything up. So I took damage anyways, even though I'm so tiny. All right. So event card to you, or encounter card. There you go. What you got?
Zola's mutate. When revealed, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a tech attachment is discarded. Attach that card to Zola's mutate.
Oh, so he engages with you. And then you have to discard cards until we get a tech attachment. Huh. Luckily it was the first one. Oh, that's not a good one though. Attach the minion with the well, that doesn't matter. It says attach it to him. So we're going to ignore what that says. Okay, attach the minion gets +2 hit points. Oh, he gets 2 hit points as well. So he gets 2 additional hit points. Plus, he gets +2 everything. Holy cow! So he's up to what, 7?
Mm-hmm.
5, 6, 7. Okay, that's a lot. I'm gonna have to help you. I'm gonna have to probably come over there and start beating up on the guys with you. Yeah. Me, side scheme. Under attack, when revealed, each player chooses either place 2 threat here or deal 3 damage to their hero. Plus, now we cannot do any other side scheme until this one is completed. Yay. Or we can't remove threat from anything else until that's completed. Somehow the camera twisted there. So we can either... So we're already at 3. There's already 3 threat on that one. We can choose to place more, which requires more thwarting. I'm not a thwarter. I'm an aggressive, so she's an attacker. 3 damage. That'll put me down to 10. I'm going to take the 3 damage, I think. So, because that puts me down to 10. So, yeah. So I'm just going to take the 3 damage. Are you going to take the damage, or do you want to add 2 threat?
The damage is
3. Either take 3 damage, or this becomes 5. Is what happens. Instead of 3, it'll be 5.
Take the damage.
All right. Okay, so now back to our turn. So it comes over to me. Hero interrupt. When you use one of your basic powers, thwart, attack, or defense, change to your giant hero form and get +2 to that power for this use. I'm confused. So I switch to my giant form, and then I get +2 to this, I guess? When you use one of your hero's basic powers, which is that stuff. Oh no, basic power is this one, I guess, is your basic power. Right, that's your basic power. Or no, basic power is these.
I don't know.
Which one is basic power? Which one is considered the basic power? Basic thwart, basic attack, basic... Okay, so that's basic power. So it says when you use that, right, it says change to your giant hero form and get +2 to that power for this use. So is it +2 to this or +2 to the giant? So that's what's confusing. I would have to be doing this, right? But then the interrupt comes in, so this didn't actually happen. So then you would switch to this, then you would do it. So I would think you're using this one. It would have to be. That's the only thing that makes sense because this interrupts. Okay. So that, I think that's what I want to do. Is there anything else I want to play first, though? After a minion engages you, discard lion weight, deal 3 damage. No, that would help. That would help you. Into the fray, hero deal 6 damage to a minion. Reach point excess. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to help you out. I'm going to do into the fray, right? So I'm going to do into the fray, which is 6 damage to a minion. For each point of excess damage dealt, this attack remove 1 threat from the main scheme. So I'd rather just get rid of that guy for you. We won't be removing anything threat, but that can at least knock him out. So I get rid of him. Response, after Wasp from an event, defeat a minion or side scheme, deal 1 damage to the villain. So I still get to damage the villain by 1. Oops, hang on. Yeah, because she doesn't have that ability here. Yep. So, and then, unfortunately, I got to use the 2 card to do my rapid growth. But I'm going to do my rapid growth. And I'm going to do I'm going to be wasting thwart. That's fine. I'm going to be wasting thwart because you can't use it in another place. So I go to giant form, right? And I'm going to thwart, which does 4, which is enough to remove that. Which is enough to get rid of this. And then because I'm not in that other form, I don't get to do the extra damage now. Threat you remove using your basic thwart power can be divided among schemes. Oh, I forgot. I can divide it among schemes. So I did 3 there, and I did 1 there. I forgot she has that ability. So actually, I could split it up. And I'm out of cards. No más cartas.
No más cartas.
Okay, so it is Audrey's turn. You have an ugly bioservant you still have in your way. We still need to rescue our allies. Zola is at 14 hit points.
I'm going to play
Falcon. And he's the I guess it is the Captain America Falcon outfit. It's the red, white, and blue one.
Mm-hmm.
Falcon response. After Falcon enters play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. For each treachery looked at this way, remove 1 threat from a scheme. So 1, that is not a treachery. 2, that is not a treachery. 3, that is a treachery. So how many do we remove per? 1?
Oh no.
From the which scheme?
Oh.
From a scheme. Okay, so you can get...
Yeah.
We're trying to rescue our allies, right? Because that's only at 2. Okay.
I'll play...
Fearless Determination. Which does what?
Captain America gets +1 thwart until the end of the phase.
Okay, because it's an event card.
Draw 1 card.
And you get to draw a card. Okay. All right, so I guess you're gonna thwart with Captain America. Thwart, so he gets +1, so that gives him 3.
Can I thwart with him too?
Unless you want him to get rid of that bioservant. Because again, if he gets an attachment, he's gonna just start getting stronger. So you want to attack him? All right, so he is gone. Which then does 1 damage to you, so you're down to 2 hit points. All right. Now you could ready Cap if you wanted to. You've always got that option to ready him and then attack again or thwart again. You can get rid of this completely now because remember that's till the end of the phase. So you actually get 3 thwart. So if you could discard one of those, ready yourself and thwart again, you'd get rid of that. Oh, it's your wild card.
Yes.
And you like your Mockingbird. What's Mockingbird do?
She stuns an enemy.
I don't think we need to stun him though. He does so little attack. He only attacks for 1. So you discard that. Do that.
And
thwart.
All
right, so exhaust him. You got rid of that one for us. And then we get our peoples back. That one's your people, that one's my people. I think we both get our people back.
And
or do you get both of them? When defeated, remove this scheme from the... Oh, remove from the game, sorry. Return each ally to its owner's hand. Okay, so let's just get your move that goes in the box.
So we get it in our hand or not?
It said hand?
No, I mean it said discard, but each
person...
hang on.
It said, return each ally to its owner's hand. So it's in our hand. Freebie! You like freebies, it's the extras. We got some extras here. Alright, so that is it. I can't do nothing, you can't do nothing. Unfortunately, do I want to play him? Am I going to want to play him? Or should I just discard him? Because remember, now we're at we can discard and draw. While you're in giant hero form, Ant-Man gains the giant trait, gets +1 attack. While you're in tiny hero form, Ant-Man gains the tiny trait and gets +1 thwart. He's too expensive, so I'm going to discard him. He's just too expensive to play. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think she's giant. She should have a giant hand. Right? She should be able to have like 6 or 8 cards. Are you going to keep your ally? Yeah, you like your ally. Alright, so you just got to draw then. And then ready. Oh, I forgot to exhaust her earlier, but now she's... I never exhausted her. Alright, so you are now the first player. And what do you do? Oh, I got Ironheart. So Ironheart is in here. So Ironheart is a really smart young girl. She's like a genius. She was in college at like 14, 15. You can't tell in comics because, you know, they overdraw their age. But she basically built an Iron Man suit because Iron Man's schematics were hacked and sent out over the internet. So she built her suit. So.
Oh.
As you play Ironheart, you get to draw a card. That's not bad. Well, that's not going to help me. There's no minions. Oh, yeah, see, she was part of the red room. See on the girl's shoulder? She's got the red star. So she is part of the red room, but she was... I just read to this part. It's actually funny. I just read this comic where she showed up. She's actually Hank Pym's daughter from his first marriage, but I don't know why she took on the Van Dyne last name because she wasn't it wasn't that daughter, so that's kind of weird.
This is me, right?
Yeah, you're first player. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do.
I'm going to play Squirrel Girl. And it says that she deals 1 damage to... Well, it says each enemy.
So she does what? Squirrel Girl does
1 damage.
1 damage to each enemy. Okay. That's 13. You can't do any of your other cards?
No, I can't. I mean... increasing my limit of... I can have 3, right?
Yeah, you can have 3. You're not at that yet.
Exhaust Super Soldier Serum to generate a first.
So you get a resource, yeah. You get a resource, and Bella's laying on the court again. I saw it go. That's all right, it's Bella.
I don't know. And I cannot play the Agent 13. I guess I'm going to play the... Because there is something, I forgot what it is, but paying with a fist lets me do.
Hmm?
Something says that I can do something extra when I pay with the fist.
That's another card. It must be another card you have.
See, but I don't remember what it does.
Well, it's fine. Don't hold on to cards. I think that's one of the hang-ups is you try to hang on to the cards. Even I try to hang on to cards. If you can't use that card right now to defeat the enemy, discard the card, get you new cards. Play the card, do whatever, right?
But I can, okay.
At the end of your turn, they say a good play, you should have 0 cards left in your hand.
I'll keep them, but I cannot discard.
Okay. Alright, so are you going to attack or thwart with anybody?
I am going to attack with all of them.
Did we increase that last time?
No, I don't think.
How many turns have we gone? We've gone at least twice, right? You've gone once first, I've gone once first. Yeah. So it should be 4 and 2. Okay. That's fine. Alright.
So I can attack with all of them? No.
Well, yeah. If you want to just attack, yeah. So it's 2, 4, 5. So that takes him down to 8. Do you have a card you don't want that you want to ready cap and have him swing his shield out again?
I can't break it.
That. So ready him, and then you're gonna have him attack or thwart.
Thwart.
Thwart. Oh, you can actually have him thwart this time. Okay. It goes down to 2. All right. So I'm going to use these 2 to pay for Ironheart. Response: after you play Ironheart, draw 1 card. That is not the card I wanted because I didn't want to get rid of this. That's fine. So, is it worth getting rid of that for this one thing? Upgrade gives me retaliate. This is I'm going to do damage. And if I use this, I get 1 more. I don't know. Since I'm taking the damage, I mean, the retaliate means I'll do 3, which is the same what would happen if I didn't do this. So I'd actually be doing the same amount of damage. So I'm going to go ahead and do my upgrade. So I get retaliate. And then she's not very strong. So I'm going to have her attack for 1. And she's got 1 left with wings. She attacked for 1. And then I'm going to attack for 2. Damage you deal can be spread out, but he's the only one. So I'm going to attack for 2. All right. I have no mouse cards. So we go to the, well, we go to the refresh and refill our hand phase. Want to make sure we draw our cards. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Look at all these beautiful cards that look the same. Double the number of resources this card generates from playing a basic grade. Oh, that's nice. Okay. All right. So this goes to back up to 4. 4. We can't get it to 12. Okay, that's something we need to remember. Well, we can get it because there's another mission. This goes to 3, which means now once it gets to 3, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play with the first player, which is me. That is not a minion. That is not a minion. That is not a minion. Now I kind of want that other card that I discarded. It was lie in wait. Basically, when the minion comes out, I can discard this to do 3 damage to it. Right away, which would have just gotten rid of him. Quick strike, which means he automatically attacks me for 2. And I'm going to have Ironheart defend, so she took that damage. And yeah, that was that. So this now goes back down to 0. So I'll just take it off. And then we draw an attack card for me. I'm going to take it. So 1, 2. So it does 2 damage to me. That puts me at 8. But I now have retaliate for 1. So it takes him down to 4. I'm going to attack to you. Are you going to defend or are you going to take it?
I'm going to defend.
Alright.
So I have 1 defense here.
2 there, so you have 3.
3. And it retaliates more.
Alright, so he did boost. Shuffle Zola's mutate into the encounter deck. Alright, so he just goes back in. He just doesn't go anywhere. So he only attacked you for 1. So
nothing. But
you do retaliate still, so that will still fire off. So that puts him down to 3. Alright. This guy, I forgot to have this guy attack me though. So he attacked me for 2. If I defend, do I have somebody that can... Yeah, I'm good. I'm going to defend him. He's down to 3 hit points. You're going to knock him out. So I'll defend. He doesn't damage me at all. I do retaliate though, so he is at 2. Event card out of me. Event card out of D. In hero form, the villain attacks me. So he attacks me for 1 plus this, which is star. Place 1 test counter on the main scheme. So he hits me for 1. That puts me down to 7. But then I retaliate, so that puts him down to 2. We're beating him from retaliation.
Yeah.
It's like you get 2, you get a boost, and then he does twice. Attachment. Attached to the minion. There is no minion. If you cannot, it gets surge. Okay, so you just get another card. Armor. Attached to the villain. Forced response. After the villain takes damage, give it a tough status card. Exhaust your hero. Okay. Well, luckily he did not attack you, so you did not retaliate, so he doesn't have tough status. So it doesn't matter. As long as you do 2 damage on your turn, he is muertes.
And that...
We don't need to worry about your movement. You just need to do 2 damage. Your allies alone will do that. Alright. So first player marker moves to you. And I'm not even going to look at my cards because you just need to do 2 damage.
Yeah.
So you're just going to have those 2 people attack. Okay. I mean, there's really no... Right? I mean, there's no... I mean... Oh, no, but he gains tough status with 1 of them. So you need to attack with him. Because you need to be able to do all the damage. Alright. So there we go. That is all of the damage to Zola. Zola is now muerte. So we have defeated everybody so far but Red Skull pretty easily. But again, that was rookie mode. If we play on standard, of course, we would be pulling out Zola number 2, which would be another 28 hit points we'd have to go through. But I mean, we went through those hit points pretty quick in about, what was that, four rounds, I think?
Yeah.
3. Well, 3 because it surged. That was our third round. So it doesn't seem like it'd be too hard if we did that, but again, due to time, we want to speed this along. So we're going to throw up the Be Right Back screen. We'll get the Red Skull set up, and I think that's our last one, right? The Red Skull is our last one. It's going to be Red Skull, Captain America, and Spider-Woman. So we will be right back. All right, guys, we are back. We're sorry for that interruption. Of course, if you watched the previous video, you know we have chapter selections down below, and hopefully you fast-forwarded through that. I won't know until the analytics show me that there's a dip in traffic, which then YouTube doesn't like that. So I'm really confused. I mean, I guess we could edit that part out, although I guess we could edit this part out too. Either way, we're going to go ahead and get into the final mission, our final scenario against Red Skull. So, of course, let's get the comic book up and running. Right? So here we go. They are mad at Zola. Looks like the president's house with a little Hydra symbol on that as well. Red Skull appears to be doing something bad. The Avengers are now assembling with Captain Marvel, Thor, and the rest. And it doesn't look like Red Skull's too happy about that. So Red Skull, number 5. You have liberated Zola's island and disarmed the Mad Doctor, but the reality gem still eludes you. You learn from Zola the gem resides with the true mastermind behind Hydra's ascendancy, the brilliant and nefarious Red Skull. The villain has taken up residence in Washington, D.C. and transformed the White House into his personal fortress. But Red Skull's ambition for conquest does not end with the USA. He plans to bind every other nation under Hydra rule with the power of the reality gem. His scientists work around the clock to make necessary modifications to Zola's machine. Once completed, Red Skull will use the reality gem to conquer the whole world. If that happens, nobody will be safe from the types of atrocities you witnessed in Zola's labs. You cannot allow this to happen. You must defeat Red Skull and use the reality gem to set things right again. Alright, so this one we have Red Skull 1 and 2, same as before. We're just playing rookie, right? We do have to add in Red Skull set, the Hydra set, the Hydra Patrol set, and the Standard set. So all those weapons are out of the door. And then there is a special side scheme setup where you have to take all the side schemes out of your deck plus his side schemes and put them into a deck. His are pretty, you know something's up because there's no boost icons on any of them. But of course, we did have to take, I think there were 2 more, one from each of the other modules that we put in there. Other than that, we have our upgrades. We have our different things. Each player searches a deck for all cards of the setup. We did that. We did that. Place X threat counters on the main scheme, where X is the number of delay counters recorded in the campaign log. So there was 1 delay counter. So we do have to add 1 there. Oh, no. Delay counter was way back when. I forget how many delay counters it was. It was at least 3 because you can't get rid of them. So it would have been at least 3 delay counters when we fought against Absorbing Man. I'd say it was at least 3. We'll go with 3. We could go back and look at that video and try to figure it out, but we're going to go with it being 3. If we're wrong, we're wrong. If we're right, we're right. All right. So let's go on to Red Skull. So here is Red Skull. So Red Skull is an agent of Hydra. He is +1 attack for each side scheme. So as many side schemes get out, he's going to get stronger. So we kind of got to make sure. Luckily, Jessica Drew is leadership, which is good. He has 0 attack at first, but he can get stronger. Of course, the Phase 2, Phase 3, he does get his attack back, and then he has a on reveal effect. So you get an encounter card on reveal effect. The Rise of the Red Skull. So here we go. Put the red house into play. Shuffle every other side scheme into the side scheme deck. And then see insert. Set the sleeper aside. So here's the sleeper. He is off to the side. So we need the red house. Instead of the white house, the red house. See, I didn't get that when I did the unboxing. I was like, what in the world is a red house? There it is. The red house. We'll need to shuffle these again. Ran out of sleeves. This is another one that there is not enough sleeves if you do the whole thing. It's disappointing that Gangenics, who is Asmodee, right? So Fantasy Flight, did not anticipate that. Or they did, and they want you to buy multiple packs of sleeves. So right here, we get 3 from that, and then +1 for each player. So we're at 5. Forced response. After resolving step 1 of the villain, reveal the top card of the side scheme. Every round a new side scheme comes in. Oh, wow. That's what that says. Every round a new side scheme comes in. Alright, so the red house starts with 3. Red Skull cannot, while this is out, Red Skull cannot take damage.
Is that just per player?
Oh, it's 3 per player. Holy cow. All right, this one's not going to take an hour. This one's going to take longer. We can't attack him until this is gone. Interrupt. When a character thwarts this side scheme, they may use... Okay, but we can use our attack. I forgot about that. So to thwart this, we can attack to actually do it as well. Yeah, so you can use when you do... If you do the thwart action, you'll be able to use your attack. Oh, that's not good for me.
Can you use your attack action what?
You can use your attack value instead of your thwart value. So if your attack value happened to be higher than your thwart value, you could use it. Yeah, in my case it's 1, your case is 2. This might not have been the best matchup. So Captain America, of course, called out to his Avengers, as we've said. This time, of course, it is Jessica Drew, which is Spider-Woman. Double Agent, choose 2 aspects, so that already is done because we're playing with the Precon. Look at the top card of any deck once per round. So I can look at oddities, I can look at the encounter, I can look at this. I can even look at, because we have an extra deck here, I can even look at the scheme deck to see if it's going to hurt us, right? So here is Spider-Woman, Avenger and Spy, Superhuman Agility, Interrupt. When you play an aspect card, Spider-Woman gets 1 thwart, 1 attack, and 1 defense until the end of the round. So basically, if I play one of the aspect cards, not one of hers with her face, I get 2/2/2 to the end of the round. So she's very aspect heavy. Adam Warlock, which will be coming out in the Mad Titans, is also very similar. He's got a mixture of decks. It's really cool. I mean, this is the first time we've got to play so many heroes or see so many. It's neat to see all the differences.
Yeah.
Like, they all play completely different. And that's one of the disadvantages, right? We don't get enough time to play each deck a lot of times. This is the first time Oddities really got to play one character constantly. Like, I think the only other one you did Captain Marvel twice, right? But it was 2 different decks, though. Because one was the deck that came with the box for the starter, and then we switched it to what hers should have been. Yeah, so even that wasn't the same. But we digress. We're going to go ahead and get into this. We were going every other who goes first, but honestly, I think Captain America should have the first dibs at the Red Skull. So I'm going to let you go first. So we need to draw our cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got a hand of 6. Do I want to keep these?
I got the sheet.
That's not too bad. Move 1 scheme. I've got to make sure I keep my scheme stuff. So we can't do any attack cards right now. I don't. So we can't attack right now at all. I'm gonna get rid of both of those. Now I can do this. Okay, I can do that. Can't do that, that's an attack. I think I'm going to keep those 3 and draw 3 new ones. Alright. It might have been a bad decision because I might need those attack cards later, and as we know, we don't go through. Now, this guy, if he comes about, I didn't show the sleeper. If the sleeper comes out, his HP is 5 times the number of players. So he can get up to 15 HP. That's crazy. Alright. So you go first. I gotta figure out what I want to do. That's not bad. Now remember, your allies can also be the same thing, right? You can use them for stuff.
I'm going to play Agent 13.
Okay.
And then it says Agent 13 removes 2 threat from a scheme.
Okay.
No, I can't. Can I play her? No.
Yeah.
Even if.
Yeah, you can play it. It didn't say it was
okay.
hero. Okay. Yeah. She just came to help Steve Rogers, her buddy. She knows Steve Rogers. He doesn't need to be in his secret identity. Actually, everybody knows who Steve Rogers is, even though it's got. So she removes 2. No, but that's just on play. Removes 2.
I see.
Unless you're going to have her actually thwart as well.
So she would do 4?
4. Mm-hmm. That would drop it down to 2. That's actually really good. And then she's what? She's at 2 hit points now. See? Yeah, she does 1 damage to herself. All right. You able to play your other 2?
Well, I play my shield.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to... oh, dang it, I needed 2 for that one. I can get rid of that. What's my... Oh, hang on, you didn't do Steve. You can get rid of it with Steve.
Ah, see. So he would also do...
2 thwart.
Oh, but you don't have any card to discard. Well,
but you're going to ready at the end of your turn. Alright. So this goes in its own discard deck, because if we run out, we have to shuffle. That's good. So now I can attack, which completely ruined my plan. I have all thwarting stuff. What is that? That transfers at 16. That's fine. I mean, I can thwart. Maybe I'll change something I was going to do. So, question is, no, I can't play cards until it's my turn. Dang it. If this would have been out, then I could have drawn a card. That's fine. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and use that to play Jessica's Apartment. With Jessica's Apartment, I can exhaust her apartment, search the top 5 cards of your deck, and I can take an aspect card, and when I shuffle the rest, this counts as an aspect. This does not count as an aspect. This does not count. Oh no, that's an aspect. Neutral 3 threat from among schemes. These 3 counterattacks, and that's the attack team. That's the exhaust. Do 5 damage to an enemy. I think I'm gonna do the Venom Blast. Alright. Alright, so I did that. Alright. We'll look at the top card of any deck, limit once per round. I don't need to see the top card of my deck, so I'm going to see this one for you. So when he attacks you, he's going to attack you for 1 more. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you that or not. He's going to attack you for 1 because his current attack is 0. So now you know. All right. All right. I need to get my. All right. So I'm going to do. Flip over. I want to do the pheromones. I kind of want to do everything. Okay, Captain Marvel is what I'm using to pay. So I'm using Captain Marvel to pay. This gives me +1 attack permanently. This does a straight 5 damage though. Alright, I'm going to use that interrogation room to play Venom Blast, which does 5 damage to the enemy. That drops him down to 19. Alright, so he's at 19. That also gave me, because that is a aspect card, so I got +1/+1. I'm going to go ahead and it's you know what I said. Like I said, I don't think there's no need for us to worry about the threat, because when you're playing rookie, we've kind of seen that, right? That there's no reason to do that. So I'm just going to attack. I get an additional +1 attack, so that's 2 more damage. All right. So that is that. So now we ready, and we draw back to 5 at this point. 2, 3, 4, 5. I got Thor, Odin's son. All right. So villain phase. So villain. This goes up by 2. So that is now at 7. I got a lot of thwarting left, and then we do draw a side scheme. Prison camps. So yay, this is going to be additional threat if it's left out there. The player who defeated this scheme searches his deck and discard pile for any ally, puts it into play, then shuffles their deck. So basically, we get a free ally from that. So that is 6, though, to get rid of it. And it does add +1 threat to that, which is not very good. All right? So he's going to attack you for 1, because we already know that. So I guess you're going to just let it happen.
Yeah.
All right, so Oddly lets the 1 happen, so she takes 1 damage. And then she retaliates. Right? You got your shield out?
Yes.
Retaliate for 1. Then he's going to attack me. I'm still at 15, so I'm going to take it. So that is... Oh, I'm sorry. It was 2, because he's got a side scheme, so it's 2. And then, so he attacks me for 3. All right. And then a event card to you, and a event card to me. All right.
Infinite power.
Infinite power. I have the power. Look at that. Look at that. He's beating up on the Hawkito. No hurting Hawkito. When revealed, hero, give Red Skull a tough status card. Red Skull attacks you. So, he gets tough. Are you tough enough? And then he attacks you again. So...
I take it.
Alright. So he's at 1, 2. So just 2 damage. Retaliate triggers off of an attack. But does retaliate get rid of tough? Or does it just do the damage? To the interwebs! To the interwebs. Because of the change in tough status, damage is dealt or is taken package. That's card. Bella must have hit the cord again. That's looking. That was a big earthquake. You still retaliate even if you defend or have tough status card. Also, think the ability to. But in attacks done retaliate. The attack type, so it did do that. Retaliate with overkill. Oh, I'm amazed nobody here has got a specific thing talking about tough and retaliate.
And it's not in the book.
No. This is where the clarification stuff comes in. I probably need to go to the FAQs. Rulings is what they call it. How does Charlie will work with response to attack, for example, Hulk with blank counter. Charlie is a constant ability, which means a constant check in the game state triggered resolves immediately after it's met. This means it resolves with flash. Another response after the Hulk switch is shown resolved. Defeat a stage man, Charlie using attack of Charlie to return so the creature must survive the attack. Against it. Overkill. Possible current card for character which retaliate 1 if you can choose it everything. Time to Charlie response, force response. It says the next time that card specifically says the next time they would take any amount of damage, which retaliate is any amount, it discards that card, right?
Yeah,
so
I would say
maybe
no.
maybe it's not in the FAQ because that's kind of, you know, it's kind of on the nose, right? Yeah, so I'm going to go with that. I mean, it says any amount of damage, so 1 damage is any amount of damage. So, adios, tough card. Yay for retaliate! If we were wrong, Somebody hopefully is watching this far and lets us know down in the comments. All right, so then my turn. On hero, the villain attacks you. He's only attacking for 2. I don't have enough really defense to really even stop anything. Boost, if this card resolves during an undefended attack, discard a support card you control. Oh. Wow, that sucked. Because I didn't defend, I had to get rid of my support card.
Oh.
But that means I only take 1 damage. Yay. That basically what this allowed. Well, I mean, I don't know if I would have used that again. I would have had to switch back into alter ego form. I got to use it on the first turn, which came in handy. All right, so that's all the events. So it switches back over to me. All right, so we got to get rid of 6 threat. A total of 3 threat among schemes in play. All right. Wow. I wish you could use these 2 resources for 2 different cards, but you can't. I mean, I can use it for this, but like, I'll use that to play. Play under any player's control max. Your hero gets. Oh, I guess I don't need to put it under her because it's only a hero gets +1. All right, so +1 there. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna use mine. I'm using mine right now. I don't see the point not to. Laser cannon. I do 5 damage to Red Skull. I use my laser cannon. What does yours do again?
My what?
Your one that you have to discard permanently. Discard this card and remove it from the campaign. Search your deck for disc. Oh, you get a free ally. So that's if you have an expensive ally, you want to discard them and then get rid of that card. You get the ally out for free. So do you have an ally or Falcon
turn,
or use
yeah.
Falcon? Well, on your turn, yeah, because remember you can use that and bring them out for free. So you can use them to pay for something and bring them out for free. 2 for 1. We like 2 for 1 deals. Oh, mi amor, I forgot you got +1 defense that whole time we were playing before. You've had this,
have counted this
and your shield. Sometimes. You should have been defending 4 anytime you defended. Should have been 4. All right. Well, it's what it is. Dang it. Oops. This is just gonna be a thwart round, I guess. So I'm gonna pay for. So I've already got +1 because I played an aspect card, and then I'm going to. I'll do pheromones. No, I want to do this. I think I want to do this. All right, so I'm going to play Inconspicuous. I'm going to use Training to get rid of that. So Inconspicuous is thwart action. Remove a total of 3 threat from among the schemes. I'm just going to remove 3 from this one. And then I'm going to actually thwart. And because I have 1 thwart, +1 thwart, +1 thwart for my interrupt, that's 3 thwart. So get rid of that one. Woohoo! And I have 1 card left that I can't play. So, on you.
I use those 2, including Falcon, to play my Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl. So she does 1 damage to everybody,
enemy.
which currently is just
1.
the Red Skull.
That's it. So now they are going to attack.
Once per round for each aspect. So actually, if I would have played 2 different aspects, I would have actually gotten another +1. I didn't read that it says per aspect. Once per round per aspect. Okay, so this, if you got rid of this, then you can bring Falcon out for free. Well, that gets completely discarded from the game. Alright, so Falcon is freebie. So we got dun. Alright. And what are you going to do with all those heroes?
Attack? Or should I I mean, it's 2, 3.
But remember, you can ready him, so you could almost think of him as 2. So you have...
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. What happens when he comes out? After Falcon enters play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. For each treachery looked at this way, remove 1 threat. Okay. Minion. Treachery, 1. Plus treachery, 2. So it moves 2. 5. Alright. So your total attack is 2, because you don't have that card, that boost card that's +1. You don't have that card that lets you refresh them? No. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and if you counted him again, 7, 8. You can do 8 of the 10. That is so close. When you were defending, were you drawing your 1 card? I mean, again, rookie, not that big of a deal. Also, we're rookies. Not that big of a deal, but yeah, that could probably be a game changer in one of the other modes. I don't know. I mean, if you want to go all out and just attack him, worst case scenario, that stupid sleeper comes out next round.
I attack.
So attack, and are you going to discard to do 1 more, or are you just going to attack and...
Discard. I mean, you mean...
So you can ready him again, yeah.
I discard this.
So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it was 8. Alright. No, you did 8 off of 10, which is 2. I was going to go to 8. I was going to take him from 10 down to 8. Alright, so she goes to Uno. She goes to Uno. Uno. See? Then he's exhausted too. You just used him twice. And then he goes to Dos. Alright. You have lots of dice. Alright. Nothing else you can do? Alright. So we ready all of our heroes. We have mucho heroes. Let me draw our cards. 4, 5. Okay. And alright, so it is Mr. Skull's turn. So this goes to 7. And scheming time! Censor the past. When defeated, each player chooses up to 3 cards in their discard pile and shuffles them into their deck. Alright, so we can basically get cards back from our discard pile. Again, not really a big deal in Rookie, and on top of that, he will probably be dead in the next turn. And you get to do the knockout blow, which is only fitting. Captain America, 2 y 2. Muy bien. Alright, so he's going to attack me. He's only got 1 scheme. I'm going to take the damage. Ooh. Oish. Good thing you have Retaliate. And he attacked me first. He gets a tough status card. So yeah, he attacked me for 2. So down to 9 hit points for me. You're going to take it?
See.
Alright, so he attacks you for 3. But hang on. Oh, no, you didn't defend. Yeah, so he attacks you for 3. You retaliate, which gets rid of the tough status card. Alright. What do you got? It doesn't matter. Well, well, no, because you could still defend if you had to. 1, whatever your event card is. Your encounter card. 1 encounter card para me. 1 encounter card para ti. Treachery. When revealed, the villain schemes. So his scheme is 2 plus 2, so 4 goes to 5. That wasn't too bad. You have to turn it over.
Treachery.
Bitter rival. When revealed.
Choose the character you control for each side.
Okay, so you only have to exhaust 1 character, so you can exhaust any of your helpers. That's why they're out there. That's not too bad. Yeah, that wasn't a bad one either. Okay, that was it. That's the end of that. So this goes over to you, and you only have to do 1 thing.
Attack.
Attaque! 0. That is how you win the game. Oh, hang on. Yep, gotta exhaust them. Gotta make sure we're doing the rules right. So there we go, guys. That is Rise of the Red Skull. That, again, is rookie. So that is just a little bit of how the game plays. We'll probably do the same thing with Guardians of the Galaxy now that we know the rough estimate when we get to play that. We also have Mad Titan on order. We still have the second Green Goblin to play. We still have Claw to play. We have Ultron and somebody else from the core box. I can't remember. We've still got 2 from the core. We got plenty of Marvel champions left to play. So if you guys want to see this gameplay, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit a like on this video if you enjoyed the gameplay. Leave a comment down below with the 95 things we probably did wrong. But until next time, guys. Oh, and one last thing. Donate to Extra Life, right? The whole reason we did this today was for Extra Life Charities, for Children's Miracle Network. With what's going on in the world, those kids are more susceptible and they are seeing a greater increase of children being admitted. So we definitely appreciate every donation we've gotten this year. We do match certain donations. That is one of our incentives, as well as the money that we get on Twitch and YouTube. We've put that towards Extra Life. Most of the money that's been raised this year has actually been from you guys watching our videos. Even though you're not making a donation yourself, you're still helping by watching our videos. Gets us some ad revenue on YouTube. And that was perfect timing. T-Mobile is telling us, yeah, I have no clue. We're going to have to get that fixed before our 24-hour stream. But here we go, guys. The phone's saying good night. So until next time.
Bye. Adios.
Adios.
Ciao. What?
Ciao. Peace.